Welcome everybody. Today I start the repair process of fixing the electrical system on this Harley Davidson Ultra Classic. We are going to be replacing the rotor, the stator, and the rectifier. So this will be the first part of the series, and in this video we're going to be taking apart the primary cover and getting to the inside of the primary. There's a few things I've already done and I'm going to go over that with you folks. I've taken off the shifter. Rider's footrest has been removed. Attaches here and here. Remove the passenger's footrest. Attaches here. Took off the clutch cover. Took off the tension adjuster cover. I also disconnected a shift linkage, and you'll see why at a later date. The fluid from the primary has been drained. And now we're ready to pull the cover off. I've removed most of the screws, only got 2 screws left to pull this cover off. Now you remove the gasket. We will not be reusing gaskets here at all. Now I'm just going to wipe up some of this extra oil that's hanging around here. Now I can tell you this, when I drained this oil and when I pulled the covers off, I could smell a burnt electrical smell. And the oil was really black, so I don't know. Something happened with that stator. Or something in there happened. We'll find out when we get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my pot, get it all wiped up and out of the way. My thinking here is, I'm taking this apart to get to the rotor and stator. So while I'm in here, I'm gonna replace every seal and gasket that I can, including the shifter seal, which is why I took off the shifter linkage. Before you start this job, disconnect your negative cable on the battery. That way you have no power and no chance of an accident or anything happening to your electrical system while you're putting it in and whatnot. Actual nut in here. Now this is what's called left-handed threads, so we're gonna have to turn this to the right to unscrew it. I'm using a piece of wood to jam this up so it don't spin. There we go. There's your nut. And now we got to take this nut off. This is normal threads, so we're going to turn this one left to remove it. Using a breaker bar, 1/2-inch breaker bar, we got to put our tool or a wooden piece underneath the chain here to lock it in place. We're going to turn this left. Wow, that is tight. A lot of people have a hard time with this. Okay. All right, so I could not take that off with the 1/2-inch breaker bar, so I had to go to the impact and get it off that way. Compensated actually looks really, really good. Got a little wear right here, but overall, it looks pretty good, man. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chain adjuster off. This is the old school chain adjusters. It's manual, there's no spring. All right, so that's loose, it's all the way down. So this is ready to come out. And the clutch pack's ready to come out. So we take everything out as one unit, and I'm gonna lay it on my pan. So now we got the primary housing all apart. Now we got to get the rotor off. Looks like I can put some bolts in here. I don't have any tools. Remember, I'm doing this without special tools. So let's see what I can use. Let's see if I can use some of my special picks here to pull on this. Wow, that is difficult. All right, we're gonna put some bolts in there, as you can see. And we're gonna use vice grips to try to pull this out. Ah, there we go. Whoo, that thing is burnt to a crisp. So as you can see here, the rotor doesn't look bad. All the magnets are present, but we're gonna be replacing this part anyways. So we'll set this aside. You can see these all look okay here. And look at that, it's all burnt to a crisp. All burnt to a crisp. This one started to heat up. So that stator is shot. And you can smell that too. I don't know if you guys ever smelled a electrical smell before. Well, that's what I'm smelling right now. All right, so there's my problem. Stator's gone. And like I said, we're gonna replace this all as one because I bought a kit, the stator, the rotor, and the rectifier. I'm not messing around with this. Get this done the right way. The electrical plug has to be disconnected, obviously, from the rectifier like we did in the first video of diagnosing the system. Now this plug comes apart. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna snip it right here at the housing to make it easy just to get it out of there. I'm just gonna cut it right there. Ow. Some thick wire. There we go. All right, so the pigtail's out. I just cut it. I'll have to take this apart at some point and get those pins out of there. There's 4 bolts. I'm just gonna take them out. Now that stator should just pop right off of there. I'll slide off of there. We gotta pull that cable through. I'm gonna use a screwdriver to pop that cable through there. There we go. See how burnt up those coils are. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there you go. Yeah, that thing is fried. Look at the backside. See it? I don't know why it came up good on the ohms test, and it wasn't coming up grounded either. I don't know. Just one of those things. But there was no voltage coming out of this if you watched the first video. So I knew there was an issue inside here. So that's going to be it for today. We'll make a part 3 to the series, and that'll be taking this off. All right? And getting to that tranny seal. You all take care. God bless. And I'll catch you on the next part. Bye-bye.